Amazing to be able to speak with you today. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay.
I'm rushed, but I'm great.
Okay. All right. That's yeah, as Chris pointed out, is quite early, but we get up early for you, Rick. So thanks for your time this morning. And
Yeah, yeah.
it,
I'm happy to do it. I'm glad you get punished once in a while too.
yes, exactly. And it must be interesting for you too, because you were supposed to be doing this tour a year ago.
I'm supposed to be in Europe right now,
Yeah,
but
well,
but and we're supposed to be in Australia. You know, it's like I don't even know what year it is, to tell you the
yeah,
truth.
yeah. So has it been a strange world for you not touring Cheap Trick for such a
Well,
long time?
yeah, of course, but actually, we've actually been working
Yeah.
quite a bit. Uh, we've been to Mexico 4 times. Not going to Mexico doing 4 shows. Been there 4 different times, doing shows there, Monterey and Mexico City and Cancun and some other place. And then we've also been doing a few other shows too. And then I also have a band, TNT, the Nielsen Trust, which is my son Dax and my son Miles and Miles's wife. And we've been going out and doing that too. So, and yesterday
Well,
I was, past 2 days I was with a couple Canadians
yeah.
photographing some of my guitars for another project.
Well, that I can imagine that must have taken some time because I
Yeah,
do know that you have quite a collection of guitars.
I still do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't have a collection of as many CDs and whatever you got behind you.
Oh yeah, yeah. These
Well,
man.
actually, I do have that too.
I could actually thank Chris for a lot of these, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that our collection, if we compared our collections, they would probably be similar in size because I do know that you've been collecting the guitars now for a very, very long time.
Yeah, probably as
Um,
long as you've been alive.
Probably, yeah. And how many would you say guitars then that you either
Well,
have now or have had?
I've owned over 2,000 instruments.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I'm a musician. I always have been. And I started, you know, it was like, it wasn't, I started in the 60s.
yeah,
19, I bought my first Les Paul in 1965. So, and I paid $65 for it too.
yeah. Okay,
It's worth
yeah.
more than that now, I think.
Oh, I think just the fact that you owned it once would probably make somebody want to pay a lot of money for
Yeah, well, you know, I did it because I like it. Like, you know, it's like I'm not. I get accused of being a hoarder, and
it.
should be all this and that. It's like I get them because they're fine works of art, and when I die, I won't have them anymore. There you go.
Well, it's let's hope that's not
Well,
for
at least
a
let
fun
me get the
people.
Australian tour out of the way first.
Well, we can't postpone it anymore. So, it's interesting thing though because I remember seeing interviews with you a year ago for this show. It's going to be a very big tour because it's the first time that Cheap Trick's been to Australia in a long time. But also there's a lot of places on this tour that you probably have never played before when you've been here as well.
Well, we'll have fun. Last time we were there
Yeah.
with Billy Idol and
Yeah.
my old buddies, the Angels, on a bunch of those.
Yeah. They've been managing to get some shows. I'm seeing them soon too. But it's been a strange world, and so you've been obviously touring the band, but you've been quite fortunate in able to do that because a lot of bands haven't been able to tour at all. I mean, I did an interview with Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots, who's dying to meet you, by the way, because they'll be on the tour with you, and they haven't been able to tour at all
Yeah.
over this period. So
Well, I tell you, my nose hurts from getting stuck in,
yeah,
the swab up there.
yeah.
Luckily, it's not. Luckily, they don't put it some other place.
Well, that was
And,
always
and, I'm, and I'm also happy to find out that we don't have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
yeah,
That,
that's
that's
true.
that was the original plan.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to do that at all now. In fact, they opened up the
Yeah,
international.
I even wear my mask just to do this interview.
Yeah, I, you probably won't even need a mask once you get here. Now, they've taken so much stuff away. It's but I mean, has that had any effect? What sort of effect has it had on either you personally or the band?
Well, I've always, I've kept busy my whole life, whether it's important stuff or not. It's like
Mm.
I can write, I can do this. Right? The pandemic, that wasn't exactly inspiring to do anything great or have any this, but I actually met my family for the first time too. And I didn't realize I had 12 grandkids.
Yeah.
Now I do, and I know all their names too. Number one, number two, number three. Yeah, it's been interesting, I've been involved in other projects. The worst thing about it is the cavalier attitude of a lot of people not caring about the other people around them, and the spread of this, and plus we had 4 years of awful politics in America,
Yeah.
so it's like I can't wait to get to Australia.
Well, we've had a bit.
Civilized. You're a more civilized bunch.
Well, yeah, that's true. We've had some cavalier attitudes here as well. Like, I can't. My thoughts are that we probably would have been out of this a lot sooner if it hadn't been for people like that. But
Yeah.
it does at least seem to be coming to some sort of an end now, and you must be then looking forward to getting
Some
things
music.
back
Fun.
to normal again. I mean, it's the fact that you were able to do shows in places like Mexico, but really, just to be able to do big shows in America and stuff again must be really going to be something for you to do.
Well, we have other tours too. It's like we just finished rehearsing for this week. We're playing in Las Vegas, and next week, and we're doing 4 completely different shows. And so we rehearsed for that, and then Australia's right after that. We leave and go there, and then when we come back from there, then we go to Canada to work with the ZZ Top, another show, another bunch of shows that was scheduled a long time ago. Then when we're done with that, we go out with Rod Stewart for a couple of months, and then after that, then we go to Europe, and then we go to Japan, and now we're at the end of the year.
And and that's pretty much that must be feel a little bit like normalcy again for you.
Yeah, yeah, it is. We like to play, so I mean that part is great. And it's like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like it's the Cavalier cheap trick.
It's an interesting thing when worlds get turned upside down like that again. But so you've been keeping busy with projects and obviously doing some shows. And you're always working on things, of course. I suspect that's just second nature for you. I get up in the morning, have a coffee, pick up a guitar, start playing.
Well, I've got a couple right here if you want. It's a 65, a Dwight Cornet in TV yellow.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Big deal.
My yeah.
We got more in the room here too, but there you go.
Yeah, my daughter got their first bass on at Christmas, and
well, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's nicer hearing a bass than a set of drums or something.
Well, that was a path one of them was going to go for a while, but I think they might choose the guitar as well. So
yeah, well, I started out as a drummer. The only people that like to hear a drummer is the guy playing the drums. Otherwise, it's quite annoying.
So well, then of course, I mean, I guess people that take the obviously I'd rather listen to the guitar than the drums themselves, but I like
good drummers too, though.
Oh yeah, good drummers are fantastic. But you have to be a musician to appreciate them much more than somebody who just listens to
Yeah,
guitars.
I was a math major, so it's like, you know, I didn't know it, but you know, I was a
Yeah,
math major. I liked I like drums. It's, you know, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's one E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So I that helped me in songwriting too later.
yeah, yes, yes. And that was the thing that people have always remarked about your songwriting, Rick, is um, it just seems to have an individual character all of its own, and I guess that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, well, every band has the same 12 notes, so you know, just
Yes,
what you do with them.
yeah,
And it's like I like songwriting, and you know, I like it. You know, I like a lot of stuff. You know,
yeah.
I'm not a pro at any of it. You know, so it's like still learning.
Yeah, well, we're all still learning, I guess, in lots of ways. I'm still learning how to interview people after a long
Yeah,
time.
you're still learning how to interview at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah,
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 well,
yeah.
I've actually never done that before, so this is a first for me.
I have, and it's not good.
No, I can imagine you've done a lot more than what I have. Um, yeah, once again, thanks very much for
Sure.
taking the time to do this. It's been wonderful having a chat with you, and I know that I've followed you for a very long time. So to be face to face with you this morning,
And now you can go back to sleep.
well, I've got to go take my children. I've got to take my children to school now, so I can't
Well,
do that.
good
But
for you. That's a good father.
it's worth it. There's not too many people that I'd get up this early to talk to, but Rick Nielsen is one
Yeah.
of them.
Well, your kids are their teacher and me. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Yes, yes. I hope everything goes well. I know this is going to be an amazing tour, and thanks once again. It's been a pleasure.
Mine. It's all mine.
Thank you, Rick.
Bye bye. Whoa, where'd you go? Ah!